Is that better?
Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fighter's Voice podcast radio show. We got a great show for you this evening. We're going to do a little recap on last weekend's fight. I mean, when I say fight, and we're talking about a big mega unification bout in the junior welterweight division with Avenal's own Jose Ramirez taking on Josh Taylor with everything at stake, all the bouts, the unification. Someone's it did go. It left the building like Elvis left the building that day and was also on the undercard. And it is what it is. I mean, I was disappointed in that outcome as well. But you know what? Before I even get started, I want to introduce our guest because I want his whole recap, his expertise, and then I want to dive into to see exactly what's going on with his career, and then I want to bring up some sour grapes, man. And I'm talking about later on. We're going to talk about my boy Regis Pro Gray, and I want to find out what exactly the future holds for Regis and Maurice Hooker. But enough said, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest tonight, the former junior welterweight champion of the world, Maurice Mighty Mo Hooker. Welcome to the show, Maurice.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you, man. I mean, I've wanted to get you on the show since I met you in Fresno, California on Jamal Herring's no, well, you weren't on the undercard, but you were in attendance. You should have been on that card. Shoot.
Yes, I should have. Yes.
Yeah, you should. We got to make that happen next time. And we do got a question, kind of a comment coming from Jamal too. I think you're gonna find it pretty amusing.
Right.
Because I know you guys are boys and you guys go way back. But no, let's dive right into it, man. I mean, you're sitting dang near ringside. First of all, as soon as you got to the arena at the Virgin Hotel, Top Rank Boxing, I mean, people recognize you. I mean, they wanted a picture, they wanted a piece of Maurice. And how does that make you feel, knowing that you don't have the strap, but you have the people's strap? Is that safe to say?
Oh yes. I'm a people person. I'm very cool with everybody. I mean, it was amazing. I'm ready to get back in the ring and get the fans what they want to see. A good fight.
That's one of the first things that I asked you. I said, "Hey, how's the hand?" And you showed it to me. I mean, I can't even see a scar or anything. It seems to be healing very fast.
Oh yes. The doctor told me to take it slow now, so I can use my hand, but don't go all out. So I'm gonna do. Before I get started, I'm gonna tell Jamil, congratulations. It's 2 years now since he's been a world champion, baby. Congratulations to him, man. He's a good guy, man. Good big brother. Yes.
No, Jamel's good people, man. I mean, we'll text each other every so often, man. Maybe or I'll bug him more than he bugs me, but maybe once or twice a week, and he always responds. He's a solid guy, and we're gonna get into his career too and have some fun with him and talk some Crawford. But right now we got Maurice Hooker on the show, so the stage is yours. Now, getting to the arena, I mean, people just stopped you. They recognized you. They gave you warm welcoming, pictures, autographs, interviews. And we said, I asked, I said, you're the people's champion. And you said you're a people person. So I guess what you see is what you get.
Yes. I mean, me, I'm just be myself no matter what. I said a lot of people change, when they get around fans, they want to act like they this and that. With me, I'm be the same, you know. If I'm a mean person, be a mean person. I'm a nice person, be a nice person. But I'm just gonna be me. I'm not gonna change it up for the fame or nothing. I'm just gonna be myself.
You know what? You've always been yourself. And there was something you said very important one time after a fight. You said, you know what? We risk our lives in there. I mean,
Yes.
people have lost their lives in the ring. And, you know, in order to give entertainment and a great performance to the fans, I mean,
Mhm.
you risk everything in there.
Oh yeah, so it's everybody, not just me. Everybody, we risk our life for this, man. Like I said, people have died, so we know that before we get in the ring, you know. But we still want to give the fans, a silent fight, get in what they pay for. But at the same time, fans gotta know what we go through when we get in the ring. Everything we put online.
Exactly. Now let's talk about two undefeated warriors who just put it on the line this weekend. I mean, this fight was it was, what, 2-3 years in the making, because you guys fought each other. I mean, we
Yes,
have some champions fighting each other. You and Jose share the ring together and made that happen. I mean, and it could have
right,
easily been you in there that night. And when
right.
I say that because boxing is a crazy sport, because all it
You
takes is
never know. Yeah,
you never know when it's going to be your day or the next, or I mean, that's why two men train so hard. Now, going into this fight, the atmosphere, the hype, and I'm going to ask you out of your experience, Maurice, did this fight get the exposure that you think it needed, that it deserved?
no, no, I don't think so. I mean, this is a big fight. All the belts online. I mean, for everything, it should be hyped up more. Yeah, a lot of people should be in there. It should have been more about the fight, but it wasn't.
And why do you think that was? I mean, you're around the business a lot. I mean, how can this fight get overlooked? I mean, say there is something down the
Right,
road, and I know we got some Tyson Fury coming up, and
right,
possibly Deontay Wilder now that I'm hearing is going to happen.
right.
But this is what boxing needs: a lot of great fights.
Right. I mean, with that, I would say this is up to the promoters. Promoters got promoted. They got to push for it, and I think they ain't doing enough for it. To put it out there. Because it was a good fight too.
It was a good fight, and I want to ask you this: in your opinion, before we get into in depth, did it live up to the hype and to the expectation, or do you think it could have been better? Was there anything dull about it, or did these guys just
Right.
put out?
Ah man, nah, it was a good fight, man. It literally changed me. Two world champions. They had two belts. I mean, it's everything. I love the fight. It was a good fight.
I got to ask Maurice, how are your seats, man?
It was pretty good. And I'm sitting right next to Mikey Garcia. I mean, it was nice. Good seats.
We say Mikey Garcia. I'm going to jump over there right now. Iron sharpens iron, man. I
Right.
mean, I seen you guys having a conversation, a very respectful conversation.
Uh-huh.
And even though fighters, they have that respect and that conversation deep down,
Right.
Maurice, I got to ask you, man, did you guys ever size each other up when this conversation takes place?
I size everybody up. I don't care just not starting boxing. I don't care you've been boxing for a long time. I'm a size you. I'm gonna look at you up and down. Because you never know what boxing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like me and my still might end up fighting each other. So you just never know. So yeah, I size him up. I still looked at Virgil up and down. Just because you just never know with boxing. So they ran my way. I fight it. So I just look at them, see how tall I am. Imagine if we're in the ring together. What I do.
No, exactly. And I'm glad you brought up a Virgil Ortiz, because that's what sportsmanship and respect is all about. I mean, a few months back, you guys were after each other's head. You share the ring together, and you guys, want that one prize. And then when you're there, you're just two human beings, two men with the utmost respect for each other.
Right. Oh yeah, man. I tell you, but I don't take this personally. I mean, cause we all doing this for a living to provide for our family and everything. So once we in the ring, I want to take your head out. But outside the ring, when the fight over with, we let be men's about. Let be gentlemen. Shake his hand, a hug, tell him congratulations, good fight.
Yeah, Marie. So when you were watching the fight, and you're a people watcher because you're a people
Right,
person,
right,
did you bother to check out the crowd, like what their take was? I mean, like, what was Mikey's reaction? What was Virgil's reaction? What was Tyson Fury's reaction
right.
during the seesaw battle? And let's talk about the first 6 rounds. During
I
that
mean,
time, did you notice anybody just at the edge of their seats?
yeah. I mean, I seen Virgil out there cheering them on. Mike Garcia cheering them on. They very excited. They pumped up because Jose got hard. Even with the knockdown, he came back and fight. He came back and tag. Kind of rocked Josh Taylor for a moment. But I mean, yes, I seen everybody pumped up. Everybody, some people want to stand down. The fans were going, getting into it. it was a good fight, man. I'm happy I was there to enjoy it, to watch it.
That means a lot to the Ramirez camp. That just a year back. I mean, you were trying to take Jose's head off, and now
Yes,
you're there showing the support. And not only that is a true boxing fan, because like you said, you never know, these men are still in your weight class.
yes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna support everybody. Like you said, you never know. I might end up fighting him again. I heard he gonna move to 147. I'm here. I mean, I heard Mike Garcia looking for a fight. I'm here. I mean, if Virgil gonna do a rematch, I'm here. But then again, you just never know. So I'm always gonna be there. Show my support. Win, lose or draw, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna wish him number of success.
You know, after 6 rounds, how did you score the fight? We won't get into too detail, but after 6 rounds, how did you have the fight? Was it still up for
Man,
grabs in your opinion, or did you think
yes.
it was going to go the distance? Or I want to hear from you, Maurice.
Man, I still had to even. I mean, because Jose was coming, but Josh was being a little slick. Southpaw a lot of holding and hitting. But hey, I mean, that probably been his game plan. I ain't gonna take no away from him. But I kind of had even if not, I probably have Jose up by one round. But it was a good fight.
When do you think it started to shift? When did you think it started to favor the now undisputed junior
Yeah.
welterweight champion of the world? When did you see that start to take place?
I mean, beginning of the round when Josh got on the ropes, Jose attacked him. Him a couple like combination just swinging. But as the fight kept going on, like he kind of slowed down a little bit. When he got on the ropes, he really, he just started slowing down with the punching, output and everything. I think I noticed there like around 7 to 8. He kind of slowed down a little bit. But then again, he picked it up like close to the end of the fight, the championship rounds. He picked it up. I mean, it was a good fight, even though that he lost, he probably could have got a draw, if he won like another round or two. But it was a good
Yeah.
fight.
I mean, I've seen some fights before where it is still a draw or it does side, even though you're able to score some knockdowns just on being busier in the fight. Now, I'm not going to get political because I don't like to do that, but I'm going to put the referee shirt on you just for a couple rounds.
Right.
What do you think? Do you think the referee? Do you think it was a factor on some of the selection of calling, non-calling on some of the holding? What's your take on that? Because this is what I'm hearing, so I want to address it to you.
Well, with me, I'd be like the ref. I don't want to get in it, How about telling them about Josh Taylor start holding? But then they unify them for all the belts. I mean, I don't want to get involved, too much involved. I'm gonna step back and let them just do their thing. Only thing a lot of people say that he gave Jose a little extra count, which I don't know because I didn't hear the count. But then the ref really didn't get to involve in it. It just did more with like tell Josh Taylor to hold me. But they had too much on the line. If I was the referee, I'd let them fight. Let them 2 minutes have it out. Because they fight for the legends. They fight for everything. But the ref could have did a little bit better with the holding and with the counting. I ain't really watched the fight yet, but they said he kind of gave Jose a little extra time. But I ain't see it. But could have won Josh by holding a lot.
Okay, I mean that's fair. There was some different how can I say concerns that was brought to the picture, but at
Right.
the end result is the end result, and I don't like to unless it's completely 100% obvious.
Right.
I did see some things that could have been called or hey that I've seen
Right.
called before, but I'm not in there. It's not
Right.
only a big fight for the fighters, it's a big fight for the ref. So. And at the end of the day, the referee is a human being. He makes mistakes. He does a great job. He does a so-so job, just like everybody else. It all depends on what type of day he's having.
Right. I mean, like everybody had their days. He probably might be an off that night. You never know, because it's different for me watching on TV than watching, to the being there. So on being there, I'm just seeing, to the side. I don't see the TV show. So it's just like the ref when kind of getting involved, which he wasn't. I mean, that's cool because everybody got a lot of things on the line. Let them fight. But he could have said somebody all that holding he was doing.
Well, that's the first time someone brought it to my attention about the extra count with Jose. I'm actually going to look into that. I do remember he asked him, walk towards me. And I kept thinking, man, I don't like when he says that because you walk towards you one time. What are you looking for if you didn't see it the first time? And in doing so, he didn't see Josh Taylor right in the middle of the ring getting ready to attack. Like remember Julio Cesar Chavez and Maldrick Taylor after that knockdown? And Julio was kind of just hiding back. And then, So things happen there. But I'm going to look for that. I haven't seen the fight since the day of the fight, and I like
Yeah,
to
me
sit
either.
down and break it down because you
Right.
can get caught. It's easy to get caught up, man, and get one sided at times. But I do look forward to scoring the fight again. And I will say this, Maurice, you being the expert that you are, man, what you say holds water, man. It
Right.
really does hold what we need to hear, and that's that true supplement as a boxing fan, a supporter, and also a participant yourself.
Oh yeah, man. Like you said, I'm gonna go back and watch it too, man, because people were saying, that was they saying get Mr. Camp, but being there, I didn't see, see enough. Tell him walk to the side. I mean, it's okay. Referees do that. Make sure you're okay. Make sure the fighter ain't, out in his head, so it's, tripping over his feet, being out. But I'm gonna go back and watch it, but still take my hats off to Josh Taylor. He won. It was a real close fight, but he won. I won't want to be mad if they do a rematch, but
I mean, I will love to see that. That does take place. Say it does take place. It sure in the hell isn't taking place in the States. Jose's
nah,
gonna have
nah.
to go all the way down there, and
Right,
so be it. I mean, it was a good fight. I'd like to see it again.
right,
Not just
right.
because
Me
I'm,
too.
I'm a Ramirez supporter, but Josh Taylor. What little that I know of him, I met him. I mean,
Yeah,
he was solid with me. He was 100, and he put on a great performance because I was leaning towards Jose possibly stopping him in the second half of the fight, but
yeah.
it was kind of switched around. I want to ask you about an incident that took place prior to the weigh-in. Well, after the weigh-in, there was a little bit of a melee there, and it got
Right,
physical where Josh Taylor actually pushed Jose. I don't know what led up to
right.
that or who pushed who first, but from what I saw from being
Mhm.
there, I saw him push Jose Ramirez. Now, how much does that set into a fighter where your game plan changes, Maurice? Because okay, we'll say
Right,
this: you got a game plan,
right.
and then all of a sudden, a fighter, you guys run into each other, and then you get pushed by him. Does your game plan change mentally?
Ah, yes. My mom finna knock you out. Right here
Okay.
or in the ring. We finna fight. We finna go down. So that's my mind. But then again, the coaches, when the coaches step up. And I know Bo may step up, Maurice, don't let they get to you, handle it in the ring, just stay with the game plan. I know my coach would keep repeating to me over and over each round because I know me, I'll forget the game plan and I'm going for him. I forget the jab, I'm going for the knockout.
Now, how much pressure and I mean, how much can that drain you mentally? Because it's not like you're running up and down, and that you can get
Right.
fatigued that way, but mentally, you could also get fatigued. I mean, just holding on to that from one day to the next. Do you think that was a possibility that possibly took place with the Ramirez camp?
No, Ramirez, he been there before. He's an Olympian. He been there. He's a world champion. So I don't think it got to him, mentally because he been there before. He probably seen it all, but I think, it's just probably one of his day. But no, I don't think it got to him.
Okay, because that was one of the questions that came in. But I agree with you there because
Right,
I didn't see Ramirez just going reckless in the first round. He stuck
right,
to his game plan. Did that affect him at all going in? I would say yes because he's a human being.
right.
I just want to hit you a little harder than I wanted to hit you before,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So he probably try to throw everything hard instead of trying to, set him up, tap him, boom. He probably just throw everything hard. I mean, but then again, we just never know. I just feel like he been in that position before, probably. Like even when me and him faced off, he got a little tension. It was on. You're right. So then when I got in a fight, you're right. I was thinking about knocking him out. I ain't throw no jabs. I ain't want to box. I wanted to fight him. You might be right. You might be right. Yeah, he changed my game plan up, and I ain't get pushed. It just meant me. I'm gonna knock him out now. And when I got in the ring with Jose, I ain't think about no jab. I thought about right hands and they trying to put him on his butt. You might be right.
Well, I'm saying this without getting into too much detail. Just as a supporter, I mean, I was
Right.
already gritting my teeth. I mean, just already grinding on myself. Like, come on, man, land your shots. You
Yeah.
know, but he's a professional. He knows how to block that out. He knows how to stay tunnel vision and focused. But at the same time, you got to remember, Josh Taylor is a professional.
Right.
A la Tyson Fury, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. And I'm
Right.
talking about
Yes.
the mind games that take place. I'm going to get you to get out of your box. I'm going to get you out of your comfort zone. Whatever I can do to rattle your cage or to shake you just a little bit to get you off your game plan, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And I believe that's exactly what Josh Taylor did.
I think I kind of now I'm thinking about it, yeah, because I mean Jose he never talking to us in face off me. before the fight, leading us to fight, he don't talk. He's a quiet, cool guy, you know. But this fight, the way he was kind of talking, always going back and forth. But you're right, he don't do that. It was like out of his character to him do that, you know. And you're right, I seen Tyson Fury always doing. He's still doing it to this day, talking noise about Dante Wilder. But you're right, it might be their part of the game plan. You're right.
Jose is a person that can, in the big picture, learn so much from this. And,
Right.
and I'm going to give you the platform right now. Well, okay, hold on. Before we do this, I want to talk about going into to the championship rounds, 11th and 12th rounds.
Right.
I'm going to put the coaching hat on you right now. Going in the 11th round and 12th rounds, what advice do you give your fighter going into such a fight like the Ramirez Josh Taylor fight?
And I would tell my fighter, man, this is it. The championship rounds. This is what we'll be working for. This is what you live for. This is what you dream for. This right here, man, this count. This meet these last 2 rounds. Let's go get them. You know, if you tie, I don't care if you tie. We need this fight. We train hard for this fight. Just provide for your family. I try to bring the family to it. You know, into this conversation, the kids, anything to get them pumped up. Make them go get them. So I bring up this family, kids who dream for it, man. Let's go get them. Let's do it. We can do this. And tell them the game plan. Go to the body and let's do it.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about the turning moment of the fight, and that's the second knockdown.
Right.
I'm watching the knockdown, and I'm watching Jose's response and just his movement and his muscle memory.
Right.
I'm sure glad his head didn't bounce off the canvas. I thought it was going to, or those kind of knockdowns where you go back and your legs go up, Maurice.
Yeah.
I didn't see that happen. I saw him bouncing up after he got it right away. Well, he tried to get it right away to try to get his legs back. That's from experience. When that happens, what's a fighter thinking about during that time? And I'm asking you with no disrespect. I'm asking. I'm asking you out of the experience that you do have.
Right. I mean, once I get knocked down, me getting up, it's like I gotta get it back. I gotta get it back. Listen to my coach, and they'll be like, Maurice, it's just one round out of 12. Let's take our time. Because we got a lot more fight to go. A lot of more rounds to go. So, but in my mind, I gotta get this back. I got him right back in the mouth. I gotta put him on the ground, put him on his butt to make the fight even. That's me in my mind. I'm finna attack. Cause I know he come to get me now. He done dropped me now, so he's trying to finish me off. He's trying to take my head off. So it's my goal to meet him in the middle and let's go toe to toe with him to let him know I'm not hurt. That was just a good knockdown, good punch. A punch I didn't see to let him know that I'm here. I'm still a dog. And I'm ready to go to war.
We still have a half a show, and I want to cover a lot of Maurice Hooker.
Right.
I just got to ask you this. This is what I was thinking about today. And this is where you're going to come. Your advice is going to be so strong right now. I mean, right. It really is. I mean, what you say right now is going to be gold. And this is part of the reason why I wanted you on that show. A fighter who is undefeated, a fighter who is a world champion, to be defeated for the very first time, to no longer have your strap around you, Maurice, because of the experience that you have and because you were once undefeated and you were once a world champion. I don't like to call people former world champions. You're still a world champion in our hearts, brother. And you're going to be a 2-time world champion.
Yes, sir.
What advice do you have to give to Jose Ramirez, and what is he feeling right now?
I mean, when I lost, I was sad. I stayed in the house about like almost 2 weeks, a week and a half. I was afraid to go outside because I was afraid to hear what people got to say, Cause I'm already down. I don't want anybody to kick me while I'm low. So I just try to stay in the house and try to avoid everybody. But then again, I seen some good comments on Instagram. People tell me, oh, man, that was a good fight, man. You gave your all. Shit, that was Jose, you got to realize, man, you're a champion, man. You went to Olympics, man. You had 2 belts. I mean, it just won your night. You just won your night. You still give your all. You gave your all. You got my respect. You got everybody's respect. You just won your night. See, just like this. Other sports, basketball, football, soccer, they lose, it's okay. I don't know why it's okay. But in boxing, we lose, the fans throw us on the bus. They're going to kick us while we down. But why? It's just one night, It wasn't our night. Everybody have their days, and their days went Jose, and I'm going to tell you, keep your head up and keep pushing. I mean, take time out and be with your family and enjoy your family. And let's get right back to it.
There you go. I appreciate that. I appreciate the experience that you have in your honesty. And there's some other people that appreciate you too, man. First of all, I want to tell you this. Sean Porter said, tell Maurice Hooker, I said hello and to keep grinding, my man.
Yes. Sean Porter, you tell me what's up. I spoiled Sean Porter. Forgot. I think he get ready to fight Polly on Showtime thing. Polly,
Yeah.
I don't know say last name. Polly Manaji. And I came down there in Vegas and I spoiled him like maybe 2 times.
Yeah.
I mean, tell him thank you for the experience. Me being being in the ring with him, man. Thanks for everything. Cause that motivated me. And I was just starting, you know, that motivated me. Me spoiling him. You know, I remember going home tonight, my family, I spoiled Sean Porter, man. Everybody, how it was. I said, it was some good work, man. I love it, man. I belong to be where he is. I belong to be on top, you know. And stuff like that, me spoiling other fighters and other champions, it motivated me. Like, man, I belong at the top with them guys.
No, Sean's a class act, man. Very nice guy. And he's a dog in the ring.
Yes, they're very dog. Keep coming. Very aggressive.
And now this is from Sean Gibbons. He said, Maurice Hooker is a good freaking dude, man. And that's the management team with Manny Pacquiao, Sean Gibbons, Viva Sean.
Oh, yeah. I've been at that wild card. You know, I was up there for a while. I mean, I spoiled Ray Betron, Miguel Cotto. I spoiled a lot of guys up there, you know. And who was it? Ruslan? I spoiled him up there. I mean, tell him thank you, man. I just try to be myself, you know. I just want to be myself and thank you for support.
Well, being yourself has a great positive effect on people, Maurice.
Yes.
This is coming from future Hall of Fame trainer Robert Garcia from Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy. Ask him what's next for him. Tell him I have tons of respect for him, and I wish him and his family the best.
Oh, man, thank you. I mean, they told me I might fight in August. So I'm going to get ready to hit the camp soon. There were Terrence Crawford and Bomac and Jamel. I'm going to be out there and start training. But hopefully I can fight in August or even sooner. I'm ready to go to camp. I mean, tell them thank you. That means a lot.
I sure will. Now, this is coming from a stablemate of yours, the WBO junior lightweight champion of the world, who's coming off a career performance. You're as good as your last fight, and my man, he was solid. He sure was solid. Went into somebody else's backyard and took care of business. Jamal Semperfi Herring. He said, ask him who's the fastest runner in camp.
Tell him me. No doubt me. I'm the fastest runner, swimmer, whatever, incline, whatever. It's me. I mean, he won last time because they said you're ready. You said go, and I wasn't ready yet. I was still.
Did he jump the gun? Did he jump the gun?
He took off, but I was like, man, hold on. So I tried to catch him, you know, but he won. But you know, he cheated a little bit. Tell him next time don't take out so fast.
Oh man. And he said, how's perfecting athletes change your lifestyle in terms of your dieting?
Oh man, they changed my lifestyle a lot. I mean, before I got with them, me losing weight, I try to stop drinking water. I try to stop eating. I mean, but all that, you know, sitting in the sauna, they take, you know, water from your brain. With them guys, they give me good food. Like, I don't really struggle making weight like they work with them guys. They work with me, Jamel, Terrence Crawford, Stephen Nelson. They work with everybody on the team. I mean, they's amazing, man. And I mean, after I weigh in, I feel good. I still have my legs. I'm ready to go. So they changed my life and my career around.
And he said, I want to know what's really going on. How's the hand doing?
Jamel said that?
Yeah. He said, how's the hand doing?
Tell him let's sport. We can find out.
There you go. There you go.
He watching?
Oh, he's watching. He's tuning in.
All right. Tell him let's sport. We can find out.
Okay. He'll know. He's probably laughing right now. I'm looking at my phone to see if I got a text message or something coming up from him later on. You talked about something. There's something that stuck with me right now. You said when you wear that, when you go in the sauna or that sauna suit, it takes water away from your brain.
Yes. I mean,
explain that to me.
When I fought in Till Morning, I was trying to make weight. Mm-hmm. And I can remember me sitting in the sauna for so long. When I got out, I was dizzy. I just fell, you know. And I got perfecting athletes. They were telling me that about how to drain the water from your brain. A lot of people get hurt. And a lot of people, you know, die from boxing because no more water in the brain, you know. So when you get hit across the head, it's just like really your brain just shaking, not to protect it. And so with them, I started drinking like 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallons a day. And ever since then, I'm feeling good when like working out and losing weight. But yeah, they told me they take the water from your brain.
What's the best way to lose the last 5 to 10 pounds? What do you suggest from experience?
With that,
how do you prep yourself for that? How do you prepare yourself for that? for that
See,
crunch time?
I need these two professional athletes. They some good people. They know everything they do. Even when sometimes I eat, I cheat sometimes. They be there to hit me like, nah, you don't
Okay,
do
okay,
that. Eat
Maurice,
this.
Maurice. When you cheat, what do you cheat on? I mean, what's your cheat? What's your cheat? Because I'm gonna tell you what Sean Porter's is. I'm gonna put him on blast, and he knows it too. He said, "Richard, I love those chocolate chip cookies." He said, "You better
That's
hide them
mine.
from me.
Yeah,
Don't bring them around me during training camp. Don't bring them around me when I'm about to defend the
yeah.
belt, because it'll
That's just
get
crazy.
me."
That's a lot of people cheating. Cheating. I mean, I just talked to Tiffany Lopez. He talking about cookies too. I just talked to him the fight week. He talking about his favorite thing is cookies. That's crazy. That like when I'm at home right now, I don't eat cookies, nothing. But when I go to camp, I need me some warm cookies or something. I go to
Oh,
Subway.
warm ones, huh?
Yeah, and I be cheating.
He says Subway. Hey, they got to become a sponsor for Maurice Hooker now.
Yeah,
We're plugging
I
them.
go to Subway, Popeyes. I mean,
Oh,
really on my way home, I can grab real quick, but most of them Subway and Popeyes.
how can you feel it the next day? I mean, when you do say, "Okay, I'm going to step out and do this," and you go to training camp, how much of a setback is it, mentally or physically?
I would say both.
Both.
Both. Going to training camp, yeah. Going to training camp. Me going to training camp, I'd be away from my kids. You know, I had 8 kids. I'd be away from them. They calling me all day. Dad, buy this, buy that. Dad, we miss you when you picking us up. Like I pick y'all up in like 2 months when they get back after this fight or something. They come this day. Dad, is it too much shit? You still coming? So you know, Dad sometimes let me down. You know, I missed graduations, birthdays. You know,
Yeah.
the past. So he let me down. Just being around my kids. You know, I want to be there and watch them grow. You know, but now I'm with a new team. They all with it. You know, it's a kid got something big coming up. Like yeah, it's cool. Yeah, go home, do that. So you know, that's what I love about Bomac, my team now. So I mean, my son's birthday coming up, but he finna graduate. I gotta go back. They'd be okay with it. But my last team, I have to go through hell just to get back and see my kids. You know, I'm arguing. What do I mean, my kids? Me, I can't go see them for their birthday or something or graduation. So at this count, everybody with it because everybody got kids. They know, you know, the feeling.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about your camp. Let's talk about your camp and the direction they're going. And because I'll hear this is the hottest camp in boxing. That, you know, I hear good things at Wild Card. I hear good things at Robert Garcia's Academy, but I'm hearing at Bomac, hey, put your mouthpiece in, put your gloves on,
let's
put
do
your
it.
baby shoes away. This is a men's gym.
With me at that gym, when I'm sparring, I'm a different person when I fight. When I sparring, I talk noise. I love to talk noise. Me talking noise to pump you up, make you come and try not to take my head out, which make it best for me. You know, I want the best from you, so I'm talking my nose. Oh, you don't got nothing. Terrence Crawford, I'm from here, Jamil, Steven Nelson, Rob Brand. I don't care who I'm in the ring with. I'm talking noise. I'm gonna piss you off. I don't want you to come try to knock me out, because then that's the best. I'm getting the best work. So, I mean, and they keep the gym going, keep the gym getting crunk and hype. He said, yeah, I go get him now. So even when you're tired, you know, and I'm there, I'm whispering you're like, man, you don't got nothing. This all you got? You know, just talking noise to you. He gonna make you mad. And this is me and Count. I'm a noise talker. I talk noise, running, sprinting, swimming, whatever we're doing. I'm talking noise. I'm trying to make everybody push themselves. I mean, tell him to shut up, because you know, I'm not young people nervous, but they don't know it. I'm actually hyping you up to make you, you know,
motivate
give you all, yeah. So even my sparring partners, my last fight, man, I'm talking noise. I'm steadily talking noise. I don't care who you is. I don't care if I get on Floyd Mayweather or even Tyson Fury. I'm still gonna talk noise. You know, it's just me. You know, but outside the ring, you know, we cool. But in there, I'm your worst enemy. I want you to knock my head off. It make me better.
You want everybody's best, and a lot of people they don't want that. They want shortcuts, but you want their best. It pushes you. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah. I mean, even with Terrence Crawford, he made a good shot. I'm like, you know, good shot. I like, you know, take my break, look at him. This all you got? This all you got? Come on. You know, I want you. Don't hurt me. Try to knock me out. Bring it. You know. You know, he be like, all right, let's go. You know, now it's time for me.
Now it's on.
Put my big boy pants on. Let's go to war. You know. But that was for anybody. I mean, that's what I love about that gym, that team. We brothers. You know, we there to see each other. You know, to accomplish. You know, win the fight, help push each other. And I mean, we all go to each other fight. We always there for support. I mean, if I need something, I can call my team first.
That's good, man. When you got brothers inside and outside of the ring, and I can definitely see that. And that's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, because you know I talk about other gyms and how strong they are inside and mentally, and the bond that they have, and that bond can never be broken, win, lose, or draw. So
Right.
I'm preaching to the choir. You know that already. Let's dive right into this, man. This fight was scheduled to happen months ago. It didn't happen. Weight fluctuates. You know your body. You know if you can push it
Right.
anymore because you no longer, you want to make sure you're there to fight your opponent. You don't want to
Right.
keep fighting with yourself.
Right.
And you missed weight. The fight didn't happen. Regis Prograis let everybody know why the fight didn't happen.
Right. I mean, the fight didn't happen. The fight would have been at 43, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
I mean,
43.
we had that bad little incident happening in the world, so now they rescheduled it. For I mean, I can't make 43,
Yeah.
I mean, shit, let's do 45, There's no bell line, let's do 45. You're like, nah, 44, this and that. He calling out shots like he a real champion. Nah, we both lost our belt. We not no champions. We some guys to fight each other, So let's do it at 45, let's do it. Let's get fans something they want to see. Let's fight. Nah, 44. I mean, I'm not finna try struggling to make weight. The next day I want to be 100% to get the fans a fight they want to see. So let's make it, make it fair. He just Reese being Reese. He go off in the mouth, and he's a guy. He want to be known for talking, mad for now. He don't be known for fighting. So I let him have. Me. I don't do this. It's probably my second Zoom interview. I don't get on internet. I don't do that. I don't get on Twitter. I don't do all this. I'm not for you chat the whole day like on my phone tweeting. I'm gonna knock your ass out. And he ain't tweet back yet. Wait a minute. Watching my phone, trying to start an argument on my phone. That's not me. Well, when we see each other, you still got something on your chest. It's crazy. Tell me, let's be a man about it. My big thing with Regis, like, my God, you just left Dallas. We sit side by side watching Mikey Garcia fight. And why you ain't say it then? Why he wait to get on an airplane and fly all the way back in California in training camp, then start talking noise? Why? But we just beside each other. A real man going to address it right then and there. Say, man, I don't really like your ass. Mama, I'm sorry. I don't like your butt,
No. You're good. This is a podcast.
Yeah.
So you can let it fly.
Yeah, I mean, a real man, if I see you, I'm like, man, I don't like your ass. Then I'm like, how you want to handle it? We can fight right here. What you want to do? Now we're going to handle it. We're not going to handle it on internet and Twitter and stuff. Why? Why do that? But, some people like that, I just know how he is. He can have it. We both in Texas. We both in Texas, down the street. He in Katy, Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas. We neighbors. Why get online? Why we get online? Why we each other? We neighbors. We can meet up. But what reason? I just know him, man. I mean, he might be a good guy outside of talking noise. He might be a good guy. I seen a lot of people that like AJ Brown. He was flashing there, but I seen a lot of people when they meet AJ Brown, they like him. Like, oh man, he ain't like that. How he be on internet, he a cool guy. So Reach, he might be the same way, But with that, I don't let that stuff get to me. I know me, I'm gonna be myself no matter what. I don't care about myself. I see him, five other guys with him. I'm still be myself. I'm gonna go to all five of them. Like, what's up? But if he still want to fight, we still can fight. We can make it. We can fight 45 still, 145. I do want to go down. I get back to my team. Talk to my team about it, both make my team, and see what we're going to do for the future. About the weight class I'm gonna fight it, but me and we still can fight. I would love to. We could go fight in New Orleans or somewhere he from, or wherever. I'm okay with it. I fight anywhere. His backyard, his front yard, his porch, anywhere, living room, wherever he want it, he can have it.
I mean, he may want to fight you like out in the freaking swamp with the alligators, because that man, I will say this, he loves life. He loves life. That's one man who embraces life and changes it up. One minute he's on a hang glider, a glider in the air, a weather balloon. He's petting a great white shark, or he's holding like a freaking a deadly spider in his hand. I mean, he just loves that rush.
I seen him. I be watching stuff. I mean, yeah, he do me. He's a natural. I mean, he out there doing some wild stuff. I mean, I like. I mean, me watching him like doing stuff like that. I mean, he might be a cool guy. He might, do this just to, get ratings or something. But who knows? Who knows what he have in his mind? But But aside that, I see him doing little videos like that. I mean, he might be a little cool guy, but once you go across that line, it's hard to go back. I still gonna wish him nothing but best in his career. I'm still gonna hope he gonna get his belt back 140 or whatever.
You know what? He's somewhat of a regular on the show, and when he does come on the show, for the most part, I mean, he's 100. He tries to keep it as real as possible.
Right.
I will say this without getting too in depth, but I'm going to keep it real. I reached out to him today and I asked if, hey, do you have any questions or comments for him? And said, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
so
like I said,
I respect that too. But I mean, that was just me trying to hey, he had a question, he had some words at one time with Jose Ramirez, but he still asked Jose a couple questions. So
right. Like I said, he might be a good person. You never know. You never know. And I never had a time to sit down and talk to him or because if we went to the what was it, Mike Garcia, and
I saw that you guys were on TV together.
Yeah, we sat right beside each other, We didn't say nothing, but I mean, you never know. He might be a cool guy, but hey, it is what it is,
it is what it is. And
if you want to fight, let's do it. If you want to do it, fight, let's do it.
What's there you go. I'd like to see it. And you know what? I'm going to take a poll later on. I'm going to ask the fans if they want to see it. And, I don't like to do catch weights, but hey, Sugar Ray Leonard did them. Other people did them. So why not?
I'm just saying, we not know. We ain't no champions. We don't have the belt.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing on, no belt on line. Why not? Why not fight?
I wish it was like you. I wish it was like UFC. Let's create a bout.
Yeah.
For that fight.
Yeah.
The Texas bout or something, or just I don't know. Let's create a bout. Let the people create a bout for you guys, and put some paper in your pockets. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely.
I'm a free agent, so I mean I can fight on any network. I go over there to where he had to fight him. I mean, to me it's whatever. I tell everybody, and I tell everybody this, man. I fight anybody, anywhere. I mean, when I got to fight Ortiz, I ain't turning it down. I mean, even though I've been out, I've been out for like a year and something. I mean, why turn it down? You want to beat the bitch, you gotta fight the bitch. They told me we're gonna fight him. I got my team. Me and my team talked about it. Almost a couple of days. They're like, man, it's your career. What you want to do? I said, let's do it. I said, it's a dangerous fight. I said, it's what I live for. Been fighting my whole life. I'm not fighting just to get money. I'm fighting to be the best. In order to be the best, you got to fight the best. And I'm willing to do it.
Maurice, I'm not exaggerating at all. Every time I see you, I mean, you are a middleweight. I mean, you are a big man. You are a big welterweight or junior welterweight. I mean, 6 something and that long reach, that long right hand, man. I mean, for you. So when you do make weight, I mean, that's a championship in itself.
Right. I mean, me making weight, like in the future, if I got fit in that league, like I used to be sore. I used to be tired, like around the 4th, 5th round, because all the running I used to be doing before the athlete. I used to be running a lot every day. So by the time the 5th round coming up, my legs gone. I really don't have no legs. I'm really just fighting on my heart. I mean, off of heart. But now I got them on my team. I'd be good to go for a whole 12 rounds going hard.
That's good because it's good that you still find that it doesn't matter if you didn't have it in the beginning of your career or the middle, or even we'll say, I'm not want to say this is the end of the career, but look at when Miguel Cotto found Freddie Roach, who reinvented himself and gave him 5 or 3 more strong freaking years. Because a lot of people were writing Miguel Cotto off. When he found Freddie Roach, he reinvented himself.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So I truly believe when you find a good team that helps out with the weight cut, that helps out with the dieting, and the most important part, the nutrition, because that's what goes in mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's always a great fit.
Oh yeah, I mean, this my last fight, my first big fight with my team. So I mean, I'm happy I got the experience with them. I already with the big fights like that and everything online. So I'm happy. So I know the next fight, me, my team, everybody, we won't be ready because we've been there before. We've been together at the big fight. Yeah, I mean, so I'm ready. I'm ready to get a date. I'm ready to get back in the ring.
Okay, I'm gonna play. I don't want to use the word prophet. I don't want to abuse that word because I believe that's a spiritual word and should be used as such. So we'll say Josh Taylor moves up to 147s.
Right.
There's some vacated hardware out there.
Right.
There is. I think I'd like to see possibly Mikey Garcia move down to 140 and fight for a strap. I like to see Regis Prograis fight for a strap. I like to see Mighty Mo fight for a strap. I like to see Jose Ramirez fight for a strap. So there's a lot of moving pieces there. It all depends on Josh Taylor right now. I know Josh Taylor, he wants to go home and defend his belts. And
Right.
there's nothing like that. I mean, I think he deserves it to go
Me too.
to his home country, walk in with all 5 of those freaking belts to say,
Right.
I did it, to be able to defend it and not just hold them in victory, but walk in with them to defend them.
Right. I mean, yes, I say that. I mean, that'd be a good feeling to have all the belts and
Yes.
fighting at home for people come watch you, your fans,
Yes.
your people come watch you. So yes, I don't mind doing that. Then trying to move up 147. Let's see, I'm not that from the fight. Probably 140. Probably is Regis. For him to do a rematch with Regis. Just I'm not that 140, like on that level, kinda. But but still, again, we got some upcoming fights at 140. But you never know.
This is boxing, Maurice. You're in that top 5 to get the call. I mean,
I'm ready.
you are for a couple of reasons. One, because you want it, and two, and
Right.
here's the part where you prove people wrong. People will overlook you and say, "Okay, I want to bring him in because it's a W
Right.
for me," but they don't know what you have for them. Go ahead and overlook me all day, and let
I
me
love
touch you
it.
with that right hand.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, anybody I fought, they tell you, I'm a good fighter. I got power in both ends. I mean, I even heard somebody, I ain't seen it. I heard somebody say, Jose said I hit harder than Josh. I ain't seen that. He said it. I ain't into a lift, but I believe he said that. I do have power.
Yeah, you do.
I'd be happy to fight Josh Taylor. Only thing I ask for is give me time. Don't be no last minute stuff. Give me some time. Let me prepare. Let me be 100% and go in there, take your head out.
Okay, I'm glad we accepted that part mentally. How do we fight him? How do we win?
Man, I go in there to be myself. I use the jab and keep him on the outside. I know he like to hold, and I'll be ready, to do something about it. My team, they wonderful, man. They great people. They know boxing. And they're gonna have a good game plan for it. I'm gonna be ready and I'm gonna do it. So I hope I get that card. That'd be a dream come true. I want all them bills.
Okay, you're in there with him. It's the 4th round. It's the 5th round. That right hand lands. That
Yeah.
okay, he didn't go down, but he's uncomfortable right now. He he felt that.
Right.
What does Maurice Hooker do then?
I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna go get him. That's one thing about me. If I think you hurt, I'm coming. I'm coming. Even after the bell, I might sneak one in there. Boop. Let's just see what you're gonna do. But I'm coming, no matter what. I'm here to fight. If I think I got you hurt, I'm coming, man. I hope you got a good chin and some good legs, because I'm trying to take your head off.
Let's call things in existence. The Bible always says, call things as if they're not as if they are. We had Andrew Ruiz on the show, and I said, I'm giving you the platform right now. And he said, Anthony Joshua, I heard you're looking for an opponent. Let's do this, make it happen, call your people.
Yes.
And he announced that on the Fighter's Voice. And this is your platform right now. Josh Taylor is looking. Are you willing to accommodate him, go all the way down to his country, do what he needs to do, and take that first opportunity when he defends all of the belts, including the Ring Magazine belt? Here's your platform,
Josh,
man.
I tell Josh Taylor like this. I got my badge packed already. Just give me the word. Just give me the call. Me and my team, we ready. Just give us the call. We ready. Let's set it up. Let's do it. I mean, Josh Taylor, who else? I want the best out there. Anybody call, but Josh Taylor, if you call me, I'm ready. I'm coming. I'm running over there. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Well, I would love to see you get that opportunity, and I would also love to see you and Regis Prograis share the ring together. I think that'd be great for boxing.
Right.
And there's a lot of hardware that's going to be scattered all around, man. Even the 147 pound division. I mean, what's your take on Manny Pacquiao? And now is going to fight Errol Spence. What's your take on that?
Hey, I'm from Dallas. I'm going to the home team. I'm going with Errol Spence from Dallas. Man, I'm gonna ride with him, man. I think he'll go in there and stop him. He from Dallas. I got to ride with him, my brother.
That's another big boy. I met him on they had a press conference. He was getting ready to fight Sean Porter, and
Right.
this was at the Manny Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight. and
Yeah.
he's a big frame man for that division as well.
Oh
I
yeah. I
guess in
mean,
Dallas they make you boys big.
oh yeah, that's everything big in Dallas. I mean, so we ready, you know. And not just him. We got a lot of up and coming fighters. We got a lot of fighters out here in Dallas now. You know, I think Boston will take over Dallas. You know, not just Dallas, Texas. Period. I mean, we got a lot of superstars coming up, and we still had champions. We got Charlo out there in Houston, Texas. Still.
Yep.
I mean, we're pretty good in Texas. I mean, we're gonna take over soon.
Well, let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought him up. As you know, Canelo, between him and Tyson Fury, I hear are the face of boxing. I don't know how you feel about it or not. And I'm thinking, well, I mean, they put butts in the seats. I will say that.
Right.
Who beats Canelo? Who tests him? Who makes him gut check himself and say, you know what, I got to dig down deep? Anybody in that division?
I would have to go with Charlo. I mean, right now I see nobody beating Canelo. I mean, I think they got good. You know, he good, man. I don't see my beating right now, but if I had a chance to pick him, I probably him or what's his name, Boo Boo. I forgot to say his first name.
Oh yeah, yeah. At the press conference, the guy they had that kind of.
Yes, I got them two. If anybody have a chance to beat him, I'll pick them two to beat Canelo. But right now, I think Canelo one of the best out there. It's gonna be very hard to beat him.
Now, boxing is crazy. The Gypsy King Tyson Fury, he's already mentally getting ready to fight Anthony Joshua. Mentally, okay, I'm sizing him up. I'm getting him ready. I'm getting my sparring partners in line, etc. All of a sudden, there's a veto. The court says, no, Deontay Wilder, you want that decision. Now, you get that opportunity.
Right.
How hard is it mentally now to transition back to something that you thought was put away or wouldn't come out anymore or wasn't going to happen again?
Right. With me, when I get a contract and I sign it by a fight, every night I go to sleep, when I wake up, I'm dreaming about this fight. I'm planning over and over in my head how it's gonna go. What I'm gonna do. If this happens, what I'm gonna do. You know, so right there, I'm imagining it. He in the bag, I'm imagining him, meet him in the mouth. You know, anything I'm doing, I'm imagining, doubling, whatever, running, me just trying to be him, or, you know, getting better in shape. So that it might mess him up, you know. Now he gotta change his mindset, thinking about Deontay Wilder now. I ain't Tyson Fury seems like he already mad and angry about the fight, so that won't be hard. One thing, but like find a new sparring partner. You already have something there already to do what Joshua do. Now you got to change it up now and get some more sparring partners. I mean, and to come up with a new game plan. But Tyson Fury is already angry. I think he ready to go.
You know, I was watching some highlights. Well, I mean, just some training, some new methods for Deontay Wilder. I like the fact that right hand's a little shorter now.
Right.
And a little, and you know what I did see, Maurice, is his balance is a lot better. Even though it's hitting the mittens, it's moving around.
Right.
He's still just not overloading and kind of throwing himself off, because that right hand, he put everything into it,
yeah,
down to his toes. But now it's kind of short. He kind of sits down a little bit and he's kind of turning that right hand.
Yeah, I mean, Deontay Wilder remind me of myself a little bit when I was an amateur. If I got my right hand, I used to cock it up. I'm trying to knock you out. So people see it coming. It's going to be hard to hit somebody with the right hand that's like this, already cocked. So you know it's coming. So I think if he can hide that right hand a little more better and surprise somebody with it, I think he changed the game plan up. I'm ready to sit back in the ring. I'm ready to see him fight Tyson Fury and see how he's going to go. Because you never know.
I want to see back in there too, man. I remember when Roy Jones said, y'all must have forgot. Because you got to remember, that right hand was the game changer.
Yeah.
So
you're right. He put him down once already. In my mind, if I drop somebody once already, with the rematch, my mind, this time I'm going to put you down, but you ain't getting up. I know I can hurt you. Now I want to stop you from getting up, put you to sleep or something. So then it might give him a little confidence. I mean, I dropped him once, let's do it again. I drop him again.
Maurice, I mean, you said earlier on the show, you know, I normally don't do Zoom. I don't do interviews. I don't get on social media. This I know. This I know. I appreciate you coming on this show, man. And you're very informative.
Yeah.
Your answers do hold a lot of clout. And you still got a lot of boxing in you. But when your career is all said and done, you got a career as an advisor. I mean, coming on a team later on, when after you win your straps back again and become a 2-time, 3-time, 3-division, 4-division world champion. When it's all said and done, you have a future as coming on as an advisory team. I mean, your own business, because you know what it takes inside and outside of the ring. And you talked about making adjustments.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been around the game for quite a while. I've been boxing, but I like since I was 15. You know, I had bad people in my life. I know I had a bad manager. You know, I had bad people around me. So I know I've been there. I got good. Now I got good people around me. So I know the ins and out. You know, I know what to look for as a fighter. You know, I know how to take a fight and bring him up to be a world champion, or what to do to him, get him ranked. Work your way up. I mean, I won't mind doing it.
I mean, you're already a game changer. Look at the advice that nobody. I brought you on. Jose Ramirez is a personal friend of mine,
Right.
but anybody can tell him, okay, it's going to be okay, or this is what's going to happen. But not everybody can tell him the same thing that you told him. Your first loss as a professional and losing that hardware that was around your waist. Only you fit that mold, Maurice, and you gave
Right.
him great advice, the truth, and nobody else can do that right now. And you
I
did.
mean, he gave it his all. I mean, what's to be said about it? So I had to realize once I gave him my all and I put my all into it, I mean, what's to be said about it? When I fight my last fight, I lost. And the crowd booed me. I'm like, what y'all booing about? We both from Dallas. We came all up to Dallas to get y'all a good fight when we were in Texas. To get y'all a good fight, and y'all booming. It was a good fight. It was toe-to-toe action. I mean, sometimes I don't get fans. I mean, somebody getting out giving you all. What you complaining for? Then you enjoy it? I mean, look at that fight with Reach's last fight. The dude fake, faint. He like he got hurt. Like what? Low blow or something?
Yeah.
I mean, that's somebody you should get on to. Was it Red Cash or whatever his name is? She
Yeah.
mad at him. He making boxing look bad. He probably didn't want to fight for the first get go. But you get signed there, you get a good nice little money or something. Of course I'm getting there. He already thinking a way to get out the ring. It was a good shot. So I think fans attack him more. People, not him, but people like him.
Yeah.
They make it boxing look bad. But somebody like me who on there, I'm from where I fight, I'm gonna give him my all. I'm coming for the knockout. I'm coming to give everybody a good show. I ain't backing down. I'm coming hurt or not hurt. I'm still gonna attack. You know what Jose did? Jose got knocked down, got up, true champion, and still took it to him. Still trying to go toe to toe with him.
He did.
He got blocked. And somebody you gotta respect. Somebody you gotta love to see fight. Somebody putting their life on line and we're gonna go all out no matter what.
You know what? You're exactly right. I like the direction you're going. I like the new management team that you have now. I like the new training method that you have now. You're in a better place right now, Maurice, than the last time I saw you in Fresno. When I saw you in Fresno, there was some pieces that were moving forward that I'm putting together, but right now I can see you more comfortable with your team and your surroundings, man. I appreciate your time and your honesty. How you're not a big social media person, but how can we follow you and how can we support you?
Maurice Mighty Mo Hooker on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, no matter what. Maurice Hooker, Maurice Mighty Mo Hooker. And I thank everybody supporting me, and I thank you for having me.
Man, what can we expect? What can we expect once that bell rings and the ring announcer announces Maurice Hooker?
I mean, this expect firework. I don't care who I'm in the ring with. Just know I'm coming. I'm coming to take their head off. I'm coming to put their butt on the ground. So just expect firework. Just know I'm coming. I don't care who I'm fighting. I'm coming. I'm coming to knock you out. I don't go fight Dante or somebody. I'm still gonna come. This is just me. I'm just a fighter.
That's who you are, man. I can't let you go without this, man. I almost forgot. I got to ask you, can you pop that picture of Maurice on there, the one with that? Bro, I got to have that Tommy the Hitman Hearns Kronk shirt, man. Where did you pick that up at?
Miss Stacy got it for me. I haven't seen it popped up yet. Is the yellow one?
Yes, the yellow one. It says Thomas Hitman Hearns.
Yes, Miss Stacy got it for me. Yes, she always look out for me. She got me that shirt, man. That's amazing shirt right there.
It really is. I'm gonna tell you a quick story before I say bye to everybody. I'm a big Thomas Hitman Hearns fan. Huge. Well, before they didn't have all this iron-on stuff, and you can make the shirts however you wanted. There was a sports store around, so I went. First of all, it was hard to find a yellow shirt, so I went and got this yellow shirt, and I got the red print. Remember how you get all the letters?
Yes.
Well, I had put in the front because the rematch was coming. I put in the front. You better pray, Sugar Ray. And in the back, I put Thomas the Hitman Hearns. I was rocking it, man, rocking it like a brand new toy because nobody had it. Because I mean,
back then, see what I love about boxing back then. Everybody fought everybody. Just because you beat me, that mean you gonna beat the guy I lost to. You know, just stuff like that. Nowadays, we got too many belts. We got promoters in the middle getting into it. I mean, as a fighter like me, let's just fight. Let's bring back the old school way. Everybody fight everybody. Let's just do it. You know, it make boxing a lot more people get into boxing. You know, I mean, I don't know. Everybody just all caught up in money and find the easy fight and make no way out of it. With me, I don't care. Money come. One thing they told me, you know, beginning boxing, money gonna come. You just gotta go in there and fight and give your job out. Money gonna come.
Hey, you heard it from the man himself, Mr. Mighty Mo Hooker. I appreciate his time. Make sure you follow him. If he has a YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Get on his Instagram, get on his Twitter, get on his Facebook, follow him, support him, and look for some news to drop. Hopefully in August, we can see him back in the ring. I want to thank just the experience that you have and that you share with us, your professionalism, and just the advice, the strong words of advice that you gave. You motivated me tonight too, man. Yes. On a few things. When you were going, I was getting goosebumps. I was like, man,
yes.
That's a motivator right here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, I want to thank you. This is Rich Ortiz, your host of The Fighter's Voice. I want to thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/The Fighter's Voice. Remember, every fighter has a voice, and so do you. It's a wrap with the former and soon-to-be two-time welterweight champion of the world, Maurice Hooker. It's a wrap. Thumbs up for Richie.
Thank you.
Don't miss out. Now you can listen to the Fighter's Voice podcast radio show on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn Radio. New show, new topics, new look, bringing you the latest news. Every fighter has a voice, and so do you. For the hottest and latest in sports and entertainment, exclusive interviews with the biggest names in the sport of boxing and MMA.
I'm Robert Garcia.
I'm Jose Ramirez.
Hey guys, this is Mikey Garcia, and I'm here with
The Fighter's Voice.